High quality relationships, whether romantic or platonic, will provide endless memories, happiness, and fulfillment in life. Hey everybody, name's Lindeezy. Welcome to the channel. And today we're going to talk about 3 different tips to enhance any relationship in your life. Some of the greatest times of my life have been a direct result of people that I love and close friends being around me to experience those things with me and really just having a lot of fun together. I can think of the first time I drove to Texas State with 2 of my friends and we went around town, ate at Garcia's for the first time, and that moment solidified the fact that I wanted to go to Texas State. I remember going through tough times with my friends, like making it through COVID. That was a really isolating and tough time for a lot of folks, but friends helped pull me through a lot of that time. So just to quickly sum it up and get into the video, relationships are profoundly impactful and important to, I think, human happiness. Some people like to be the lone wolf, and that's totally fine, but I think that just humans in general, we're designed to be in fellowship, to be in community with each other. And when done right, it can be an amazing thing. I am trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. If I provide any value here for you today in this video, go ahead and subscribe. All right, before we get into the tips, here is a little bit of footage of a date night with me and my wife at Pumpkin Nights. If you want to skip ahead, I'll have chapters in the description for you. So Pumpkin Nights is this pretty cool event in Austin. Mel loves Halloween stuff. She's a big Halloween girl. Not necessarily like Freddy Krueger, like Jason Halloween, more so like cute ghosts, pumpkin Halloween. We have went for the past 3 years, and I'm gonna continue to do that because I love her and I know things like that make her happy, and if I can do something that simple, why not? So as you see, there's a bunch of different shops and a bunch of different displays. We always take a look around those to see what they're selling. Check out Pumpkin Nights. I'll put some information on the screen. Super fun. I highly recommend it. And I know they're expanding. I think they have it in Dallas this year as well. I'm currently located in Austin. I'm not sure if there's one in Houston, but it might even be worth the drive.
Welcome to Pumpkin Nights and welcome to our fire show.
All right, that was Pumpkin Night. So without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, the first tip and most important tip is effort. To me, the main reason why relationships, again, whether platonic or romantic, don't work is simply because of effort. People either stop giving effort or there was never effort there really in the first place. Are you doing things like date night? Are you doing things like catching up with old friends on FaceTime? Those small acts of effort really show that you are putting your best foot forward when nurturing this relationship. Because at a core, relationships, when done in a healthy way, should be a net benefit to both parties. For instance, I have a few friends that we talk about motivation all the time. We talk about how we can enhance each other's lives. We give tips, we give testimonies and stories. We get together and we just talk about conquering the world. And another thing to recognize is, although you give effort, the person on the other end might not want to give effort. And that's totally fine. We can't hold anybody hostage to be in our life. I think one of the best things in life is to have friends and people around you that actually want to be around you. And I know it sounds so simple, but that isn't always the case. Sometimes we tolerate or hang out with people because of who they are, their name, their status, or whatever that may be. But the true benefit and the best part about being in a friendship or relationship with anybody is really just the fact that they care about you and they are consistently wanting to hang out and pour into your life. So if somebody you know isn't giving effort to the level that you want, one I would implore you to is to communicate that with them in a friendly and mature way. You don't want to just kind of come at them sideways, but just let them know, hey, I care about this relationship and I want effort. And however that looks for you, this isn't a relationship channel, but the whole idea is before you make the next decision, which is to kind of maybe move on, you always want to put your best foot forward to try to mend and nurture that relationship. Because point blank, if people won't give you the time of the day, you shouldn't try to fight for that. And look, my intention isn't to bring drama in your life. Are you putting an effort into the relationships that you have in your life? And are people reciprocating back? And if not, it's no hard feelings. It's just simply not a good match at that point. Maybe later down the line that might change. All right, the second point is called love languages / friends languages. Again, this is for both platonic and romantic relationships. The whole point is there's this book out there and it talks about these 5 different love languages. And I'm not gonna go into all of them, but essentially it is about how do people want to be praised or shown that you care about them. And so, for instance, for me, I am a big acts of service person. To me, when my wife does things like make dinner for me, serve me my plate, that makes me really, really happy and I feel really appreciated when she does stuff like that. Versus like if she were to give me a compliment, it's cool to hear that, but what really makes me truly feel valued is, again, acts of service. And again, it works both ways. Mel isn't necessarily an acts of service person. She likes that I help and do things around the house, but Mel is real big on quality time. So watching TV together, having really good deep conversations, those are things that allow Mel to feel respected. Those are things that allow Mel to feel wanted and loved. And then switching it up to platonic relationships. One of my best friends is a guy named Devin. And for the longest, he's always liked taking pictures. I don't like taking pictures. It's not a big thing for me, but for him, it means a lot. So whenever we do get together and he always wants to take pictures, that's totally fine. I'll do it because if it means a lot to him, then that's something I'm gonna do to let him know, hey man, you're one of my best friends, I'll take a picture with you, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I would imagine at some point in time, once we all get older, he wants to be able to look back at those pictures and tell stories about what we were doing during that time. And I guarantee you, if you start to think about what this person wants as opposed to what I want to give them, it'll 100% make that relationship more cohesive, more understanding, and it'll increase the bond between you and the other person. And then lastly, I wanted to touch on low maintenance tactics. So everybody is busy. I'm getting older. Friends of mine are starting to have kids, get married, and we can't kick it how we used to back in college. But I have a select group of friends who all we need to do really is get on the phone one time, send one message, and it's like we kick it off like we never left. I think that we fall into this facade of I need to talk to this person every single day for us to be close. And that simply isn't the case. I would totally disagree with that. I have some really good friends who I see maybe once or twice a year, but I love them to death. And the second we are in the same room together, it's just like old times. So to get to the point, send those text messages that are just like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? Or I send text messages to my wife all the time in the morning, like, hey, I love you. Hope you're having a blessed day. Stuff like that. It really just takes a little bit of effort to maintain the health and wealth of that relationship. The reason why this is so important to me is because I can't think of a single moment in my life, whether it be me graduating, whether it be me getting my first job out of grad school, whether it be hard times like funerals, I can't think of a single moment where I didn't have people around me that loved me and did not enhance the situation or make the situation better. Now it's time for you to get it. So this week, I challenge you to pick up the phone, call, text somebody who you hadn't talked to in a while. Start up a conversation with them. Just reach out and see how they doing. Point is, reach out and put that effort in. And I ain't talking about hitting up your ex. That's totally different. Leave them alone. All right, and that is this week's video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful for you doing this. If you got any value, again, please like, comment, subscribe. And until then, check out this other video where I'm actually paying off debt together with one of my best friends. Peace.